Markle's estranged father, Thomas, here to make a world-exclusive announcement that will rock the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, which could see him coming face-to-face with the pair.
Speculating on that Meghan Markle has lied about her age. Is she actually
family to try and get some time with them?
That's right. Anyone.
Meghan Markle's estranged father Thomas here to make a world-exclusive announcement that will rock the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, which could see him coming face-to-face with the pair ulating on that Meghan Markle has lied about her age. Is she actually family to try and get some time with them? That's right. And anyone I can the Duchess's timeline exposed. Thomas Markle drops the shocking truth about Meghan's age and royal history may never be the same. Her age, in fact, they think she's older, and not a surprise here because, yeah, she lies. Thomas Markle finally snapped, and when he didn't hold back. After years of silence watching his daughter play the innocent Duchess on TV and act like he never existed, he finally decided to talk. And what came out of his mouth? Pure chaos this point. Are you expecting them here? And if so, would you like to meet with them in London too during the Platinum Jubilee celebrations? People thought Thomas was done. Old news, irrelevant, desperate for attention. But this time he didn't sound desperate. He sounded fed up. He looked straight into the camera and said, "The age Meghan claims, it's not the age I remember." That one line was enough to shake the internet, because when a father questions his own daughter's birth year, you know it's bad. First off, we've caught her in so many lies. Her own sister has come forward. Her family, everybody is exposing the lies that she's been telling. And it only makes sense that she might lie about long before Meghan was the Duchess of Sussex. She was just another Hollywood hopeful grinning for magazine shoots, trying to make it big. But now, those same glossy pages might be her undoing. Because somewhere between the interviews, one tiny detail slipped through the cracks: her age. Fans dug up an old issue of Women's Health from the early 2000s where Meghan proudly mentioned being in her mid-20s. Cute, right? Except the date of that interview doesn't quite fit the royal timeline she later shared. Do the math and suddenly the numbers don't add up. It's the kind of little mistake publicists lose sleep over, but it's right, they're printed in black and white. True. Well, thankfully Steph the altar has compiled a slideshow. Let's actually get to the truth of this issue. And now Thomas says he warned her years ago. You can't lie about stuff like that, he supposedly told her. But Meghan, always the PR queen, brushed it off. People believe what they see, she said. And she wasn't wrong until now. Royal fans have gone full detective mode, comparing photos, school records, even old acting resumes, and every new clue makes things murkier. Did Meghan really shave off a few years to seem younger when she landed Suits? Was her age gap romance with Harry even bigger than the palace admitted? It's classic Meghan, sleek, strategic, and always one step ahead, but this time the past is catching up. And the worst part, the evidence isn't coming from tabloids, it's coming from her own father and her own words. The magazine clue might just be the thread that unravels everything. I don't see that happening, but I certainly would like to try. Some people will roll their eyes. So what if Meghan shaved a few years off? They'll say, but here's the truth. This isn't Hollywood fluff or Instagram filters. This is the British monarchy. A world where every birthday, every milestone, every documented date carries weight. Weddings, titles, heirs, public appearances, it all relies on precision. And when something as simple as an age doesn't line up, suddenly cracks appear in the palace's perfectly polished facade. Thomas Markle's claim is more than family gossip. It's a potential credibility bomb, because if Meghan's timeline can be bent, what else could be manipulated? Her biography, her career achievements, even Harry's fairy tale romance could be called into question. The monarchy survives on control, and control is fragile. A small detail like this might seem insignificant until the press, historians, and curious fans start peeling back the layers. It's about trust. The public wants to believe in a royal system of rules, order, and honesty. Meghan's alleged age gap doesn't just challenge her own story, it threatens the perception of the entire institution. And let's be honest, the royals can handle scandals about affairs, wardrobe malfunctions, or spicy behavior, but fabricated facts, that's a different level. Why he might not make the trip? Let's have a look. This was from NBC's Today show last week. It was great. It was just so nice to see her. You know she's on grateful. We always now, every royal event Meghan appears at is under a microscope. Every headline questions not her style or charisma, but her authenticity. And in a world where perception is everything, a fake number can feel like a broken crown. Just when you thought the Markle family drama couldn't get messier, Samantha Markle enters the scene. Meghan's arranged half-sister has been written off for years as bitter, opportunistic and loud, the villain in every royal story. But now Thomas Markle is effectively validating Samantha's claims, admitting that everything she said checks out factually. Yes, you read that right. The same sister Meghan publicly calls toxic and manipulative is now through their father proven to have a point. Samantha has long accused Meghan of rewriting her own history, painting a picture of Hollywood glamour and youthful elegance that may not match reality. And now with Thomas backing her, those accusations suddenly carry serious weight. Article that looked at this very same question. It looked at what her sister Samantha Markle has said. Samantha has called out many of her lies. This isn't just a family feud anymore. This is a coordinated fact check from within the Markle family. If both siblings align, Meghan's timeline starts looking less like a personal narrative and more like a carefully curated performance, one designed to fit Hollywood standards, palace expectations, and media narratives. The stakes are high. Not only does it make Meghan look calculated, but it also shines a light on the system she's entering, one obsessed with image and perfection. And when your own father and sister start questioning the basics of your biography, it's no longer gossip. It's a scandal. Here's where things start to get really juicy. Meghan officially graduated from Northwestern University in 2003, allegedly at 22. But anyone who's looked closely at old photos from her salsa club circle or graduation events noticed something odd. Some classmates appear much older now in their mid-50s. The year of Meghan's birth is 1981, not 1976, so Meghan's own sister corroborates the official date. Sure, maybe they were older students, right? But what if Meghan wasn't a fresh-faced 22-year-old either? Whispers suggest she could have been closer to 30. Rebranding herself as a youthful Hollywood newcomer rather than a slightly older grad, that subtle age adjustment would have made all the difference in casting rooms, social circles, and eventually the royal spotlight. It's classic Hollywood maneuvering. Tweak the timeline, round down the age, make yourself look like the perfect ingenue. But when you step into the monarchy, every number matters. Every birth date, every graduation, every milestone is logged, cross-checked, and analysed. If Meghan's university story is bent, it raises uncomfortable questions about the rest of her narrative. And here's the kicker. Thomas Markle hints that he remembers the real timeline and it doesn't match the official biography. Suddenly, every photo, every reunion, every graduation memory becomes a piece of a puzzle that might not fit the story Meghan carefully built for the public. Is this gutless of him? I think it's ridiculous. He knows how much security you're going to have. So I mean, this isn't just an old-school Hollywood trick anymore. It's a family fact-check gone viral and the implications could ripple all the way to Windsor Castle. Hollywood doesn't play fair, it's ruthless. Actresses over 30 are suddenly too old for lead roles, boxed into supporting parts or worse, ignored entirely. And Meghan Markle, she was right in the firing line. To survive, she allegedly shaved 6 years off her age. That's not vanity, that's survival, plain and simple. Being 21 instead of 27 in casting rooms wasn't a minor tweak. It was the difference between landing the new role or being stuck as the mom character. Every audition, every headshot, every resume had to scream youth, charm, and marketability. And Meghan delivered. She played the game perfectly. But here's the twist. What works in Hollywood doesn't just vanish when you step into Windsor Castle. Those 6 missing years are no longer just a professional strategy. They're potentially a constitutional headache. Royal records, wedding documentation, public appearances, everything relies on precision. A 6-year discrepancy might seem small in Tinseltown, but in the monarchy, it could ripple across headlines, biographies, and public perception. Confirmed it now in due legal documents in her book that her birth year is 1981. So how about the official records that are not on Google? In about 1996, the state of California published, "It's a classic Hollywood trick," and Meghan executed it flawlessly. But when your career moves from Los Angeles sets to palace corridors, the stakes skyrocket. Every fake birthday, every rounded age, every carefully curated photo could come under scrutiny. And with Thomas Markle finally speaking up, those small Hollywood lies are suddenly turning into international gossip ammunition. For Meghan, the past isn't just catching up, it's dragging her into a storm that no PR team can fully control. The big day. May 19, 2018. Meghan Markle walks down the aisle, glowing in a given gown, smiles for the cameras, and the